I don't know how that happened, but I don't care. The Leafs, and we got used to saying this in April or May, whatever it was, last year against the Lightning, the Leafs beat the Tampa Bay Lightning in overtime at Amalie Arena. 4-3 winners today over the Lightning, and I saw the Sergachev tweet earlier, and I was quite shocked because I'm like, is dude still upset? Unless that was tweeted out a while back or whatnot, but this was the quote from Miguel Sergachev on last year's series versus Toronto. We lost and had a long summer. That's probably what they feel every year. I don't know who hurt this guy, but I guess the Leafs did. I don't know, but who cares? Let's break this puppy down, shall we? First period was ugly for many reasons, but I scratched my head and I'll explain why. Less than 5 minutes into the game, I believe it was less than 5. Let me just confirm that. Less than 5 minutes into the game, Willie Nylander gets the puck at their blue line, and he spins back into the offensive zone, right, just inside the blue line, and then the backhand sauce right in the middle of the ice to JT, who looks like he's going to go to the backhand, but then, nope, spins to the forehand and fires it on the net, but it goes off, I believe, the skate of it goes off of Matthew Knies, right to Willie Nylander, who beats Jonas Johansson. Boy, that's a handle. To give the Leafs a 1-0 lead. Like I said, the goal was at 4:16 of the first period. Nylander from JT and Matthew Knies. And the Leafs have the first goal of the game for the first time this year. Then the Leafs get a penalty, and Nikita Kucherov just kind of stands there at the circle and beats Ilya Samsonov, low blocker. Okay. Not good. 4 minutes after that, Barre Boulet, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, I could be wrong, but off a nice feed from Nikita Kucherov. Again, he gets behind the Leafs defense, and he just redirects the slap pass from Kucherov, 5-hole, and Ilya Samsonov, and just like that, the Leafs are now down 2-0 just over midway through the first period. Just over 3 minutes after that, they get another power play, and then it takes 4 seconds for Stamkos to fire it on I think it was Sergachev, to fire it on a platter to Kucherov, who blasts one home past Ilya Samsonov, and at that point, it's 3 goals on 4 shots for Ilya Samsonov, and he gets the hook. And you're down 3-1 after 1 period of play. It felt like the Lightning were dominating play. The chances felt like the more dominant ones were from the Lightning. And then I look at the shot total, and it's 17-9 Leafs. And I'm like, oh, what? Yeah, didn't feel that way. And then we go to the second period, and neither team does a damn thing. Shots on goal were 12-10 in favor of Tampa. And again, the Leafs are just sitting here, just down 3-1. And with Jonas Johansson in the net, I'm like, are we really going to get goalied again by some dude like this? The dude in Chicago's net stymied you. Bobrovsky, who ain't great, but finds a way against the Leafs most times to get it done. And Johansson right now has 1 goal on 27 shots through 2 periods of play. What the hell is going on here? It's pretty painful. And in the third period, you still don't have much life. Through about midway through, then the pressure begins. Right? Then the pressure begins and the Leafs start to get some zone time. They start to get some offensive pressure. And then we start finding the good stuff. All right? I'm just going to pull up my clips here so I can have a look and make sure I'm right for you guys, because I don't like giving you guys the wrong content. So let me fire up the real stuff. All right. So there's OT. Right. So Max Domi comes up the far side. There's some volume I didn't want to hear. And what was great about this play from Max Domi, he tries to come up the right side one time, doesn't get the feet moving enough, it gets taken away. But then the Lightning turn it over, just inside the Leafs blue line. Domi picks it up and basically head down, full speed, straight down the lane. He goes right through the neutral zone, enters the offensive zone, and with a backhand pass right through the middle of the ice to Matthew Knies, who fires it top cheese right in this area of Jonas Johansson, and the Leafs are within one. It's 3-2. Matthew Knies, if you don't count the playoff goal, that is his first goal as a Toronto Maple Leaf, assisted by Max Domi, and both guys desperately needed it. It is now a 3-2 game. Oh, that was the wrong goal. No, that was the right goal. But you're still 7 minutes left. You're still down. You're still down a goal, right? And then a turnover in the neutral zone, picked up by Max Domi. A nice little feed to Matthew Knies, and I don't know how he did it, but he goes down to one knee, and the puck goes by his stick. It hits his skate, but he kind of kicks it back to his stick in full stride, and roofs it on Jonas Johansson. I don't know why I keep saying Jacob Johansson. I don't know why I keep thinking that. And the Leafs have tied this game at 3. Knies has double dipped. He's got 2 goals. And Max Domi's got primary assists on both. And the Leafs have tied the game at 3 after 60 minutes of play. And we're heading into overtime. But going into OT, everybody's mindset and thought is, man, Joseph Woll, the brick wall, has come to play. And I don't know how many times I have to come on here in these videos and tell you that he is the future goaltender of this team. I said it last year, even midway through the season when I saw him play a couple games. I just truly believe in the quiet, sound goaltender. And that's what Joseph Woll is. He comes out and through the remaining, 2.5 periods, makes all 29 saves. And there were some difficult opportunities. And he did an outstanding job. Late in the third period, stoning Nikita Kucherov in tight. Big time save. 29 saves, didn't allow a goal, allowed your team to crawl back. And in overtime, William Nylander comes down on a 2-on-1 with John Tavares, and he tries to slide it cross. Nylander tries to slide it cross seam to JT. It goes off the stick of Kucherov, but then it goes off the shaft of John Tavares, and it beats Johansson, and the Leafs win it in overtime 4-3. JT from Klingberg and Nylander. Matthew Knies from Domi and Camp, and Knies from just Domi. And those are your goal scorers. The first Knies goal was at 12:11 of the third period, and just over 2 minutes after that, his second goal at 14:33 ties the game. And JT's at just under a minute to play in overtime, 4:05 to be exact, in the overtime period, wins it for the Leafs. Shots on goal in the third period were 20-12. 20 shots for the Leafs in the third period. They outshot the Lightning 5-0 in overtime. Shots on goal for the game were 52-33. It is wild. For the first 40 minutes, it felt like the Leafs were getting dominated. And they just, I don't get it. I really don't. Am I going to sit here and say this was a sound game, a great game when it comes to, how you want your team to look? Not really. Right? Your goaltender was really bad. But all I'm asking for Joseph Woll to do is make the saves he's supposed to make and make a few extra really nice ones. That's what great goalies do. And sure, do you want to blame Samsonov on any of the goals today? Probably not. The defense was god-awful for the first period altogether. But you want him to make at least one of those big saves. And he just hasn't this year. For Joseph Woll, he made a lot. There was a breakaway for Braden Point that he went to the backhand, a really nice save there. He was outstanding tonight. He really, really was. Face-offs wise, they dominated, and the Leafs, that's kind of been the story so far this year, the face-off dot, but on the wrong side of it, which is weird because the Leafs dominated the face-offs all last season, so that's something to keep an eye on moving forward. But they were 2 for 4 in the power play, and at one point had a short 5-on-3. Leafs were 0 for 2 on their power plays, and did their job. They won a game. Ilya Samsonov, obviously, 3 goals on 4 shots. Joseph Woll goes out there and makes all 29 saves. Outstanding. I think we can all agree, Woll better start on Tuesday in Washington. For many reasons. 1, the dude deserves it. He got you a win today. Number 2, last time Samsonov was in Washington playing in the Capitals, he basically crapped himself and told the media that he did. He said how nervous he was, and it was a really bad game. So yeah, give me Joseph Woll on Tuesday. Key players in the game? Of course. Matthew Knies, 2 goals and an assist. 3-point night for him. Willie Nylander, goal and assist. JT with a goal and an assist. Max Domi, 2 apples and 2 primary assists. Beautiful stuff from Max Domi. +2 for him. You need to see him move his feet. He is great when he's flying down the ice, and he did that today. Now, we turn our focus to the next game. And like I mentioned, it's on Tuesday as the Leafs are in Washington, D.C., taking on the Caps. A 6 p.m. puck drop on a Tuesday. Whatever. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the result today in the final, I don't know, half of the third period and the overtime, hit the like button. Do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the win today. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you've not done so already, and I'll talk to you guys. Of course, I'll be here. Okay, hold on a minute. Raptors edition, either tomorrow or Monday, not quite sure yet. Season preview. We'll be talking about that because the Raptors get their season kicked off there on Wednesday night against the Minnesota Timberwolves at Scotiabank Arena. And as for the Leafs, they're back in action like we talked about on Tuesday night in Washington, D.C., taking on the Capitals. Woll, oh wow, it already says Woll is confirmed. Hold on a minute, but I go into the thing and it says Samsonov expected. I don't know. But for me, Woll's confirmed. That's all I got to say. 6 p.m. puck drop there between the Leafs and Caps. Leafs looking to win 2 consecutive games and beat a team in Washington who you should beat. All right, so thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the dub today. Talk to you guys then.